Hi there, my name's Ethan, and in this video today, I'm going to be walking you through how we generate consistent $1,000 to $7,000 a month cleaning contracts for our partners, our clients across the UK, the USA, and Canada. And it's a really straightforward system. So, you can either use this information that I'm going to give you today to implement it into your own janitorial service, or you can pay us and we'll just do it for you. So to start off, in this video, I'm going to break down how we generate them. I'll show you how we source the data, how we target the right businesses, the exact messaging we use, and how we turn the interested leads into on-site booked walkthroughs, which lead to long-term contracts. So, yeah, I mean, it's a full system breakdown from finding the leads, from sourcing the data, to closing the contracts. And yeah, it's what's actually working right now, no fluff. So, the to start off, we're not targeting small one-off jobs. We focus on commercial clients that can pay between $1,000 to $7,000 per month, like I said before. And obviously, these kind of clients give you predictable and consistent monthly income. And so, when you stack these contracts on top of another, they can dramatically increase your commercial accounts. And obviously, some of these deals last for 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, as long as the service stays high quality. So the first step obviously is sourcing the data. So you want to source the data from places like Outscraper, which gives good Google Maps data, Apollo, which gives decision maker emails, so facilities managers, office managers, Clay, which is more of a kind of automated way to do both of those things. And I'll probably record another video walking through how to use Clay properly because it can be very powerful when used properly. And LinkedIn Sales Navigator. There's a lot of decision makers, facilities managers, office managers that have their emails on LinkedIn. And so you can source the data from that to put all inside your email campaigns, which is what we'll be running. So we extract businesses data, identify decision makers like facilities managers and office managers, and then we enrich that data with verified contact information because sometimes you're going to get the data and it's going to be incorrect. So it's very important that once you source the data that you also clean it, and you can clean it through tools like Million Verifier, and there's other lead cleaning tools as well. So the targeting, this is also very important. We focus on facilities that need consistent cleaning and often outsource their cleaning, like medical clinics, offices, schools, and commercial buildings. Targeting is everything, and it's the most important thing because obviously, if you build a data set full of places which don't fit your target market, it's a waste of time and it's a waste of money. So, I mean, you've got to identify your ideal client profile. I ideally they need to be businesses that already need cleaning, um, and it's not about creating a demand. You're stepping into an already existing need. So a lot of the times, the problems are that they're unhappy with their current janitorial service. They're expanding their sites, or they're just that the contract's up, and so they're looking around. And because they require ongoing service, they're perfect for long-term contracts, of course. So the next step is now you've sourced the data, you've got your targeting that you're happy with. Now it's all about the email copy. So, I mean, we use AI to personalize each message and match it to a relevant cleaning problem that businesses might be facing. It's why we receive such high reply rates because, if you're emailing a warehouse, if you're reaching out to a warehouse, in fact, they've got a different cleaning need than an office. And so you've got to address the current cleaning need that they may have so that you position yourself as an expert to solve their unique problem. And obviously, the key to this as well and to marketing in general is to do it at scale because if you're not, then your competitors are. So you want to be able to do this at scale, and that's why AI is so helpful because obviously at scale, you're it's harder to address every single cleaning problem, but with AI now you can do that. So, for example, you might say, notice your office handles high foot traffic, or, you know, something that will reference their hygiene standards if it's a medical clinic, or inconsistent cleaning. But the main key is that it's things that are relevant to their specific business. And it works because it doesn't feel like a mass email. It feels relevant, specific, and easy to respond to, which, like I said before, increases the reply rates, which is the most important thing. And so the fourth step then, after you're happy with your email copy and your data is good and your targeting is good, is the follow-up system. So we do three automated follow-ups, and with a system, automation is great because it buys back your time. It means that you don't have to keep pestering them manually. The system just follows up with them until they say, no, I'm not interested, or yes, I'm interested. So we do three automated follow-ups throughout for every single lead that we contact. Um, the messages are short, direct, to the point, just asking, are you still struggling with this problem? And then they'll get back to us and they'll say no or yes. A huge percentage of the replies come after the first email, so follow-up is really important. If you're running cold email campaigns and you're not following up, you're leaving a whole lot of money on the table. So booking walkthroughs, that's the next step. So at CleanReach, we not only send over the leads to you guys so you can stay up to date with the system, but then also use those leads in your own marketing material if you want to in the future. We qualify them, so we book them into walkthroughs. Once leads start replying, we qualify and book them into on-site walkthroughs, and this is where the real opportunity happens: seeing the space, understanding their needs, and positioning your service. Our team handles qualification and books the qualified leads into your calendar so that you're only speaking to the serious opportunities. And these are just some of the replies that have come through. When we're working, this is typically what they say when they're not telling you to go away. They say, "Hi, yeah. What do you need to provide a quote? Please call me." And really, you're only going after a very small section of the market because I'd say 92% are happy with their current cleaning service, and you're only going after that 8% that are unhappy. And if you've got a market of 8,000 businesses in your area and 8% are unhappy, that's around 800 companies now that could potentially you could add to your pipeline. So you see how that works. And these are some of the highlights. So in the top one, they managed to get 50 leads in 1 month. um, the other people, they got 20 leads, and the other guys got 40. So this is typical once you've got a dialed in system that works, and you're able to yeah, you're able to get these kind of consistent results. One of these guys got a $15,000 a month contract, not a month, sorry, a year contract within the first week. And so yeah, the big takeaway from this is it's not about luck, it's about having a system and executing it consistently. Once it's in place, it becomes predictable, and then it's easy to scale. What I'm going to do is that I'm going to link all of the resources in the link in the description. So if you want the exact system, including the emails, targeting, and full campaign setup, we put everything together for you. You can copy it and start generating the leads immediately. So check the link in the description if you want to try that out. But if not, get in touch with us, and we'll be happy to put this all together for you, and start generating your leads and walkthroughs. So take care. Hopefully you enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you in the next one.